Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we will be learning questions with the verb to be. So if you have not learned yet about the verb to be, you should check out my previous videos because I cover it as well. But for today's lessons, we'll be focusing on how to change this verb into question form. So for example, how do you ask who someone is? All right. So first, we'll do a quick review of the verb to be, so positive and negative forms. Then we'll go into yes or no questions with the verb. So yes or no questions like, are you a girl? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Okay, we're going to cover that. Then we're going to go into WH questions. So those are question words like who, what, where, when, why, and how with the verb to be. Okay, then we'll have some practice with it all. So if you want to learn how to make questions with the verb to be, keep on watching. And if you like my videos, please be sure to subscribe. But with that, let's get started with a review of the verb to be. Okay, so the verb to be, in Spanish, it would be ser or estar. So we have the positive, so I am, like I am a girl. You are, he, she, it is. We are, you are, and they are. Okay? Now the negative form. We have I am not. You are not. He, she, it is not. We are not. You all are not, and they are not. Okay? So as you can see, the negative, you just add the word not at the end, and that makes it into the negative. Okay? All right, let's look into the short forms because in English, we like to cut things and make them short. So let's look at these. Just for your knowledge, short form is informal, right? If you are writing an essay, you need to always use these. If you're just talking with your friends, you use this here, okay? So short form is informal. All right, so short form, okay, we got rid of the I am, smushed it, made I'm. You're, he's, she's, it's, right? So instead of he is, he's. We're, you're, there. So we got rid of the A, we put a apostrophe, and it's RE. So we're, you're, there. Okay, so now for the negative. The first one, I'm not. So we just had I'm and then the not. You aren't. So we added, it's different. So it's not, you can also say you are not, but let's look at this. We have you aren't. So we got the R and we got the not and we mushed them together. So we have aren't. Okay, you aren't. He, she, it isn't. We aren't. You aren't. They aren't. So when it's negative, we take the verb are and we mix it with not. Okay? So they aren't, you aren't, we aren't. He, she, it isn't, you aren't, I'm not. Okay? All right, so these we need to know for our answers. But let's jump in now to questions, okay? So first, yes or no questions. Those are questions that will give an answer of yes or no. All right, so a question that can simply be answered with a yes or a no. For example, are you an English student? Yes, you are. Are we here to learn English? Also, yes, we are. Well, you're here to learn English. I'm not here to learn English. I'm here to teach English. Okay, so the verb to be goes before the article followed by the rest of the sentence. So let's look at these examples. So remember when we had the positive, it's like I am, you are, he, she, it is. So normally when you're making a statement, it first goes the article and then the verb, okay? So we have here in the question, first we have the are, then we have you, which is our pronoun, right? So are you? Here again, we switch it around for questions. Are we? Okay, not we are here to learn. No, are we here to learn? Okay, so you can see here your verb is always going to come first, followed by your pronoun or article. Okay, a closer look. So here's some examples of yes or no questions with all of them together. Remember, the verb is going first, followed then by the pronouns. Okay, that's how you make a yes or no question. So, am I? Am I a teacher? Yes, I am. Or no, I'm not. Okay. Are you a student? Yes, you are. No, you aren't. So we can see here questions, the verb comes first. In a statement, in an answer, the verb comes second, right? You can see we have you are, but in the question, it's are you. Okay. That's basically the lesson. It's are you here? And then when you're answering, it's you are. You just switch them around. Okay, we have he, is, he, she, it. So like, is it a cat, for example? Is it cold, right? Here, yes, he is. No, he isn't. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, she is. No, she isn't. Are we? Yes, we are. No, we aren't. Are you? Plural. Yes, you are. Yes, you all are students. No, you aren't. Are they? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. So again, asking a question, verb comes first, right? When it's a statement, the pronoun comes first. I am. Okay? All right, let's take a look now at when at WH questions. So these are question words in English. So we have who, right? Who are you? Okay. ¿Quién in Spanish? What would be like ¿qué? Where, like where is the library? Why? Why are you learning English? Which house is it? And how? How are you? Okay. So these are all our question words. What I would recommend is if you're learning, if you could write these down in your own language. So, for example, these are the equivalents in Spanish, but let's say your first language is Arabic, I would write them down in Arabic too, just for your own sake, okay? Just so that you can know. All right, now, so these are our question words. Now let's go on how we make questions with the verb to be. Okay, so the WH questions comes first, followed by the verb, and then the article or pronoun. So what comes first? The WH question. So where? Okay, this comes first. Where? Then the verb. So the verb to be, we can do are, for example. Where are you, the article, the pronoun, from? Where are you from? Okay, and then the answer, I am from Ireland. Okay, just a statement. So look, here we have the blue is our questions, the green are our verbs, and you is the pronoun or the article. Okay, so who are they? Okay, who comes first? Are they? They are my friends. Okay, what is it baking? Okay, so look, remember what is coming first, then we have our verb, is, and then the pronoun, then who we're talking about. Okay, it, baking. Okay, it's baking a cake. So when you're answering, it's going to be just the same. Like it's going to be the article, verb, and then the rest of the sentence. Okay. Here we have where, which is donde in Spanish. Where are you? Where are you? Okay. Question, verb, pronoun. I am in Boston. Why isn't Michael? Okay. Question, verb, pronoun, coming to the party. The answer, he, so we have our article or pronoun first. He isn't, the verb, coming because he is sick. Okay? When are you and Kate getting here? We are getting there in 10 minutes. So again, when you're asking a WH question, the question word comes first. Okay? Where, who, what, where, why, when, how, like how are you? Okay? How are you? Question, verb, pronoun. How are you? Okay? So WH question first, followed by the verb, then the article or the pronoun. Okay? All right, let's go through some practice questions, okay? So here, what I want you to do is unscramble the sentences. So you need to put these in the correct order to make a question. So for example, we have you from London and are. Okay, so it's a question. So we have to remember the verb comes first because we don't see a question word, right? So first it would be are, then it would be you, and then from London, and then the question mark. Okay, so pause the video, do the rest of the questions, and then I'm going to go through the answers with you. All right, now let's go through the answers. So, first one, like I said, we have are you from London, are the verb, you the pronoun, and the rest of the sentence. Okay. So next, we have who are they talking to? So, again, the question words comes first, followed by the verb, then the pronoun. So who are they talking to? Okay. Here it was a negative, so it's the same. It's the verb comes first, right? Even though it's negative, the verb is going to come first. So isn't she going to the party? Verb, pronoun. When are we celebrating? So when there's a question word, that comes first, right? When, which would be cuando in Spanish. When are we celebrating? So when, the question word, verb, pronoun. What am I doing? Question word, verb, pronoun. Same order. How is James? Question word, verb, pronoun. Or the subject, who we're talking about. Like, how are you? How is James over there? Okay, a negative. Again, even though it's negative, it doesn't matter. Verb still comes first. Aren't, so verb. They, the pronoun. And then Sarah and Chris. Okay, so again, verb, pronoun. And lastly with which is it? So which is cuál? So we have is, so question word, verb, pronoun. So which is it? You could answer like, oh, it's this one here, for example, okay? All right, so that was the lesson. Please let me know what you thought and be sure to subscribe, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. All right, have a good rest of your day. Bye.